Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Winterli from Ute Andresen. Okay, this is it's a cute flowery type of tangle. All right, starts off with a little orb, or I should say a little orb or a big dot, whichever way you want to look at it, in the center of wherever you want this. Then it's a bunch of fescue, to use a tangle name, and this is a original, actual fescue, which is kind of a squiggly-ish line with a dot on top, bending however which way you want them to go. Now, one of the things that I decided I needed to do for this is like this, not thinking about it, but just spreading some out. They don't need to be the same length, but mine always end up being that way. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to leave some space so that way I can come back around and put some at varying lengths throughout. Like that. Until it's like, all right, it looks full enough. And again, trying not to think about it too much. And all that. All right. And you know what? No, they're kind of squiggly in Ute's step out. And do take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can look at Ute's work from her hand, because I think that that's super important. All right, next. Big C-shaped curve lines. And what's interesting to me is we're not coming from the center. We're just going to start, okay, so for instance, like that, and leaving a gap, on either side. So it doesn't matter where it comes from, just place it how you want it. And we're going to do 3 of these. And I love that it's another, it just really doesn't matter. Well, okay, this one's going to apparently come from around that same area because I made those ones rather big. Okay. Next. In between, again, same idea, C-shaped curve line. Like so. And then, this is essentially 2 C-shaped curve lines meeting in the middle. So like this, coming off of one line. So like this, and then back up. I call it a turning ovary thing. I had a different name that was something similar to that, and it was just funny, but it's been a long time since I said it. I should have written it down. So we're going to do that on each one. And do they have to be in the center? Nope. Can they be varying sizes? Yep. And actually, looking at, where did I see it? Oh, it was, well, if you're following Inktober Tangles, that was put together by Stephanie Jennifer, CZT, on her thumbnail, on there, there's some that have 2 little dips in there instead of just the one. And it's like, oh, it turns out just fine. So however they end up, just don't worry about it. Okay, next. We're going to put, this is, well, it's kind of like a double C shape, I suppose. Or, I like to speak in Zentangle elemental strokes. So instead of saying, oh, let's do an elongated heart shape, which is what this ends up looking like, right? I'm thinking, okay, it's a C shape, C shape. If you wonder why I say things like that, because I just like to stay true to that part of Zentangle. All right, so we're going to do a bunch of these, whatever you want to call them. And these are, kind of long and thin like that. Sorry, let me move this up here. It seems like if I stay right here, then the color on my camera doesn't adjust. I still haven't figured out what that is doing. Okay, so once around, like coming out of those little crevices. And then pick a side, any side, it doesn't matter. We're going to do another one. And if you look, I mean, we're going to fill up as much as you want to fill up around the edge here with these. I keep working to not think about it too much. Well, see, although they could, mine, well, while it doesn't matter, mine are kind of straight here, they could curve a little bit. Like that. So it's like it's going back in. And so I'm doing the other side now. And, you can see the end result. And so you can fill these in as best, or as, however it fits you to do them. So I kind of like doing it this way. And then she just has them coming, out from wherever, however you want to fill it in. Well, maybe not there. Okay. Maybe 2 here. Oh, I still have more. Okay. Like that. And then this isn't like a technical step, but if you look at the last box, so this, a way to decorate them, if you will, is we're just going to put some wispy lines, and you can put more than one. This just me, I found just doing wispy lines, 1 or 2, well, or 3 however you want to do them seems to work fine. As to, not think about it too much. And me, it's like, if it starts becoming a little too much like art, then no. So that's why I like, look at wispy lines, and it seems to work just fine. If I have them come into a point like that, it's even better. Okay, like that. And so here's what's funny. And probably maybe just funny to me, but if you are like me and the non-artist thing going on, again, trying not to think about it too much, because I like to overanalyze and think, oh, every stroke has a, like, you think out every stroke. Well, I don't think that happens really. It's just my interpretation of other people's art. And so working to shut off the brain and just do. And that's what I said, wispy lines. That's all I'm doing. Wispy lines, and that's it. So, and if you look at like some of Utes, they're, and you can do it. It doesn't matter. I'm just explaining how I do it. But some, it kind of comes up, and then Y, it look like there's a Y in each one. However you want to do it, it's good. That's the biggest thing that I want to stress. That plus, don't think about it. Just have fun. And the results are going to be amazing. Okay. And that's it. Except for shading. Now, shading, I want to start first off, because I said this is a, what did I call it? Flippy over-undery thing? I said flippy ovary thing is what I said. A flippy thing. That's better. Less words. All right, so putting some just kind of on either side of the point there, and then just bringing out the graphite a bit, because I always like to look first at what is tucked under what, and to emphasize it. It's a great place to start with the shading. And speaking of that, how we did these first C shapes, right? Well, the secondary ones are underneath the others. So let's put some graphite on the outside of those. And with the Tortillion, just create some nice gradient. Yeah. And then, of course, yes, they have to do something in the middle. So I'm just putting a little graphite around that dot, like that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. All right, then all of this, what I guess would look like leaves maybe, they are all behind the flower thing. So I'm putting a little graphite at the base of every one of them. The ones that are clustered together are nicer because then you can just kind of, makes it a little easier for this part. Just look at that. Oh my gosh. And there we go. That is it. Really, really cute. Really neat. And the story behind it is also neat. So do take a look at the For More Inspiration link and take a look at the story, the inspiration behind it. All right. So I've mentioned the description section, but before that, actually, well, let's see. I don't know. It depends on how you're viewing this on the app. Because I'll say on the way to the description section, or it would be on the way. Usually, it seems like on mine, that's where it is. If you're enjoying this, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, go ahead and subscribe as well. Then take a look at the description section. Again, you'll find links to the step outs. I always do my own version, and then link to the creator of the Tangle. And now below that is my link tree. So you'll find all links pertinent to me and other resources. If you are interested in tangling online, I would love to have you do that with us. So we have a group of Tangle addicts. We have a nice core of people that we've been doing this for quite some time. And, we all know we can't have too many friends that tangle. So come and join us. I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays is free. It's called Tangle Time. I do 2 sessions, on both Tuesdays and Thursdays. I always do 2 sessions, one at 11 a.m., one at 7 p.m., my time here in Michigan, Eastern time. I started doing that a long time ago, and I like it, and it seems to work, so I've just kept doing it. So tangle times are an hour. We might take a tangle like this and have fun with it, and see where we go with it, and just to play with it and have fun. Then on Tuesdays, those generally have a fee, except for the third Tuesday, which is Tough Tangle Tuesday, and that is also free. And that's where we would take one that's a little bit more difficult, and in a number of different ways. It could just be that it just takes a little bit more focus, or it just has a lot of steps. Not that it's hard, but there's just some criteria that I try to fit in a tangle, and sometimes some surprise us, and it's like, well, that looked like it was going to be hard, but it wasn't, and so that's always a nice bonus. But anyway, we have a lot of fun. Come and join us. All the information is there in the link tree. If you want to follow 4 classes, and when I post them, besides Eventbrite, which is listed there, you can also follow my my Facebook page, and I post things there. I'm working to post more on Instagram and Pinterest. I have stuff there. It's just I have to get back in a good routine where I'm, posting regularly, and I'm working to do that. But so you have all that information, so we can follow me, we can connect, and that would be great. And let's see what else. If you do happen to be on Facebook, we have a Tangle Addicts community group. If you would like to join us, there's a link. And once you click that, there are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry. So maybe we'll see you there. Maybe we'll see you on a Tangle Time or some other class. And with that, I think that's it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.